Well, good morning. My name is Tom Fisher. I'm the Arkansas State Drug Director, and I would like to thank everybody for being here today. Today's a great moment for us to celebrate this cause, which is placing naloxone, the opioid reversal agent, in the hands of city and county law enforcement agencies. And we want to highlight this moment and this opportunity to bring this life-saving measure to communities. Several people will speak today. But before that, I'd like to introduce and give the podium over to Governor Sanders.
Good morning. You know, while what we're doing today is certainly a positive step in the right direction, it's still a sad thing that it has to take place at all. You know, as I travel around the state of Arkansas and even, frankly, all over the country, it's hard to find a single individual, a single family that is not impacted by the drug crisis that is ravaging our cities, our communities, and our citizens. However, we want to make sure that we are taking steps to help fight back as much as possible, whether that's through legislation, whether that's through sending our amazing men and women of the Arkansas National Guard to the border to stop the flow of drugs into our country, or whether that is distributing Narcan kits like we're doing today. Today, this group of people and these individuals are stepping up to deliver over 15,000 Narcan kits, just under $700,000 investment from the state to help save lives. Because we know that this is something that allows us to fight back against a growing problem. We want to continue to make sure that every law enforcement agency and individual has the tools and the resources they need to help keep our community safe. I wish this wasn't something that we were dealing with, but as long as we are, we're going to continue to help give our teams the resources that they need. We could not be more grateful and more thankful for the men and women of law enforcement who put themselves on the line every single day, who are willing to step up and serve and help keep our community safe. And this is one more step, one more tool that we want to make sure they have in their hands. I'm grateful for the individuals that are here today that are making this possible. We've got Director Lane, Director Fisher, who are working tirelessly and around the clock to help fight back. Members of our cabinet, members of the legislature, and again, our law enforcement agencies all working together to fight back, because that's what we have to do. I'm so thankful to be here with you today, thankful for the work that you guys do every day, and we're going to continue as a state to do everything we can to make sure you have what you need to do your job successfully. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being willing to serve our state. Thanks.
So I'm Kirk Lane. I'm the director of the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership. The AORP, as we call it, the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership, is the brainchild of the Association of Arkansas Counties and the Arkansas Municipal League that received settlement money from the National Opioid Settlement and put together our organization to disperse settlement money that was awarded to the cities and counties in Arkansas. One of those projects is this one right here. This is $675,000 worth of naloxone taken from the settlement money that was awarded to the cities and counties, and we wanted to put it in the hands of law enforcement because they needed it right now. Naloxone is an opioid antagonist that allows somebody to breathe during an opioid overdose. And if they're not breathing and if they're dead, we can't get them to recover. So it's so important that we have this. It has saved countless lives over the last 4 or 5 years. It's been tested and true. And we know it's a valuable harm reduction, the most valuable harm reduction product on the market right now. So we're proud to be in partnerships. We need partners as we develop to beat the opioid epidemic in our state. And this is just a piece of what we're going to do together. So thank you very much.
Like I said, my name's Tom Fisher, and I wanted to thank Governor Sanders for being here today, really recognizing law enforcement for this effort. Kirk Lane and the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership, thank you for this generous investment of 15,000 Narcan kits. They're going to go out into law enforcement and communities across the state. Thank you to the DHS team and the Opioid Recovery Partnership staff, the Arkansas State Police, and the National Guard for their time and their resources they dedicated to make this event happen. You know, from day one, when I took job, I reached out and I met with Attorney General Griffin, Secretary Mallory from the Health Department, Secretary Hager from DPS and ASP, and Secretary Putnam at DHS, and the Counter Drug Unit at the Arkansas National Guard, and I was welcomed. I was welcomed, and they were eager to build a partnership and find ways to improve this link and this gap between public safety and public health. You know, 6 years ago, then Drug Director Kirk Lane, with the Criminal Justice Institute's cooperation, they instituted a naloxone policy across the state for first responders. And that was naloxone that was going into the hands of firefighters and police officers. And to date, that program has documented over 2,100 saved lives across the state of Arkansas. So I thank you for your efforts then and now as we continue this. For those of you who want to know what the opioid crisis is doing to communities across the state of Arkansas, look no further than Little Rock. Just this morning, I had a chance to meet with Major King and Chief Helton about that with Little Rock PD. As of today, there were 27 overdose death investigations that are actively being worked versus 35 homicide investigations. And at the rate that we're going, overdose deaths are likely to overcome homicides and violent crime in the city of Little Rock by the end of the year. I agree and I understand the conversation and the approach to attacking violent crime, but I'd like to argue that this epidemic, the overdose crisis, we should be spending at least the same amount of effort, if not more, addressing overdoses in the state. To the chiefs and sheriffs, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this and recognize the importance for this two-day event to get naloxone in the hands of your employees. Thank you for the effort that you're taking and the policy that you're making for your departments, because it's going to be saving lives in your communities. I'd like to thank the media and everybody here today, the secretaries, General Stubbs, and representatives for all coming together today to celebrate this opportunity. It's a great day. Thank you very much.